computers are quite interesting machines when it comes to technical limitations. A few years ago, like 10 or 15 years ago, there was really restrictive limitations on the computers, which made graphics creation and music creation quite hard in the end. So it became a challenge to overcome this limitation and take out the most we could of a computer. Nowadays, computer became more and more powerful. So demos are more about design than limitations. This is why we aren't really making demos but intros, that is size limited demos, because we feel the need for the limitation, you know, to feel more creative. The limitations enables us to get further in graphics and music creation, because when you are limiting yourself to a very tight size like 4 kilobytes or 64 kilobytes, you really need to use not so usual ways of drawing to the screen or getting sound out of the speakers, like directly programming on the graphics card. This is something you don't often do in classic video games or classic demos, but in intros, like 4K intros, like the whole part of the graphics is directly programmed on the graphics card, and this enables us to get way more power out of it than using conventional ways of creating graphics. There is very talented people like Smash from Fairlight or IQ from RGBA. These people really know their stuff, you know, and they work like on in really big companies like Pixar or Apple, Microsoft, and they are creating really innovative ways of drawing to the screen or creating graphics. And this is the main challenge, because if you create a new way of drawing to the screen or creating graphics, like making everything out of particles, like Smash those, you know, you are getting like close to the most things you can do with nowadays computers and nowadays devices. But every year you get more and more powerful hardware, and with each new graphics card or each new microprocessor, the power that is released in the new architectures of this hardware enables people to find another way of creating graphics, and the next year another way yet. There's many ways of creating graphics, but a lot of them can't be used in everyday technology, because our hardware is way too is not powerful enough by far. So with each new hardware architecture that comes out, some power is released, and some of these methods become available to us. So yes, there is more and more impressive releases, and there will be more and more impressive releases, in my opinion, because the power that is available to us at each year or each 6 months, it enables us to find new ways, to find innovative ways of doing demos or doing graphics. And this is what really moves us, motivates us to find new and impressive way of rendering graphics. So, as long as hardware manufacturers continue to create more powerful hardware, there will be more impressive demos. Very, very few friends of mine know about the demo scene. Well, they know because I am in the demo scene, but they just know it's some sort of, video clip made by the use of the computers, but that's all really. That's true that many young people using computers are digital native people using computers in general. They are using the computers in simple ways, so to speak, like surfing over the internet, using computers to chat or download files or whatever, but they don't really know the things, the computer, the hardware that they are using. So I think it's more something about curiosity, because it's like if you see a program, for example, if you see a really, really great video game, there is two sorts of reaction you can have. The first is, well, this game is really great, I want to play it, I want to finish it, and that's about all. And there is the other reaction, that is, wow, these are really great graphics, I want to be able to do the same graphic. And when you think like that, you're already starting to think about how the computer is working, how you could make it do what you want to do, and not what people made it do for you. So it's more like really controlling the thing and being curious about how it works and what you can do. Very few people, I think that way. That's a shame, really, because we are going to a generation of people that use computers, but use the computers the way other people wanted them to use them. And well, that's a sort of problem for me. That's why I wanted to know how it worked and how I could make it what I wanted it to do. Really, really program the thing and make it do some sound or video, or even controlling light in my house or whatever. I just wanted to be able to control the way it worked, and this is roughly why I came across programming in general, and later why I came across demo scene. I always thought, since I know the demo scene, I always thought, we're not hiding, we are like in huge halls, getting parties, and we're not really hiding, but I think it's more about wanting to get anything you can get out of your computer in a fun way, because most of coders think about that in a professional way, about getting a program to do something for a company or for studies, and that's about all. But when it comes to the demo scene, people want to program and create demos and create graphics and music just for fun. Demos in themselves don't really have a reason for existence, except being pleasant to our eyes. So it's more like getting something fun out of your computers while programming. And as soon as you try to get your hands on this, that's the way I found about the demo scene. In fact, I thought, well, it could be great to make a program that would make graphics, but not a video game, something just like renders a video with music, and that's all. And so I started googling about that, creating graphics in general, and creating beautiful graphics, but just for fun. And I stumbled upon poet.net, and that was it. I found about the demos in this way. So as long as people don't want to get their hands dirty with computers only for fun, they won't get across to demo scene.